Hey guys, happy Friday. We made it. Hey Noor, how are you?
Good, good. How's everybody?
Hope
Hope
everyone's
everybody's
doing
doing
well.
well.
Yep. I hope everyone's ready for the snowstorm tomorrow. I hope
hmm
everyone stays safe by your salt and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, good idea. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah, I gotta get salt. yeah,
yeah, before it sells out. I heard there's like very few left,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
We gotta,
All
yeah.
right. So as always, we're gonna do the Queens, Nassau and Suffolk County weekly market update. Let's see what's going on the past few weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and let me know if you see it. We're all good?
Yes.
Okay. So first we have the Queens single family homes. So 2 weeks ago we had 90 new listings come on the market and the average list price was at 1.2. Then you go ahead to last week, a little bit of jump to 107 and the average list price was 969. Then last week, we were at 94 new listings, average price at 819. Then we go to under contract 2 weeks ago, 57, average price is 822. Then last week, 63 under contract, and the average price was at 846. And then last week, only two under contract, I guess, with COVID and everything, right? And
hmm
then we go to sold 2 weeks ago, 77 single family homes sold in Queens. And the average sold price was 905. Last week, 69, a little bit of a dip, not too much. And the average sold price was 835. And then last week was at 797. So the numbers are pretty much the same,
hmm
right? It's not much of a difference. So let's go to multifamily Nor.
Okay, so Queens multifamily. 2 weeks ago, there was 70 new listings, whereas last week there was 83, and last year, 58. For under contract, 2 weeks ago we had 43, average 1.2. Last week we had 28, average at 1.1. So there's a increase in just 1 week. And then last week we had three at 624, average. Sold last 2 weeks ago was 45 at an average at 1.60 mil. Last 2 weeks was 36, average at 1.1 mil. And last year, 34, sold at 950 average.
Yep. And next, we're going to do condos and co ops. So, 2 weeks ago, 200 new condos and co ops came on the market with the average price of 477. And don't pay attention again to the numbers,
hmm
there can be like condos that are for a million, 700, 800, right? This is just the
Yes.
average. And then last week, 157 with the average price at 439. And then last year, 132 and 439, 534. They're very similar. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. Then we go to under contract, 84 2 weeks ago with the average price at 389. Then last week about 411, 920, and then just at one went under
Under
contract
contract.
at
That
1 million
soldier.
120.
That
Wow.
soldier out there.
Right? I wonder how that is, how that one looks like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
1,120,000. Curious about that. We'll check it out. And then the sold we have 109 2 weeks ago with the selling price of 387. And then last week 84, selling price 420. And then last week 58, selling price was 390. And let's go ahead and do Nassau County Nor.
Nassau County. So 2 weeks ago we had 202 new listing compared to last week we had 231. Last year we had 210. For the under contract, 2 weeks ago we had 155. Last week we had 180. Last year we only had three. Now for sold, last 2 weeks ago we had 236. Last week we had 202. Last year we had 273. Slight drop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
tad bit. All right, last and definitely not least.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 weeks ago, this is Suffolk County single family. So 2 weeks ago, we're at 265 new listings with the average price of 786, and then last week we had 790. Sorry, 276 new listings with the average price at 791, and then last week 266 with the average price of 740. Then under contract, 184 2 weeks ago with the average price at 742. Then last week 207 went under contract with the average price at 831, and then last week what three, and the average price was 349. Wow, that must have been steals. Those
Yeah.
three, right? And then sold, we had 272 sold properties with the average selling price at 661, 258 last week, and then with the average price at 614, and then last week 337 with the average price at 552. Right?
Yes.
And that's all we have. Anything else you
Perfect.
want to add, Nor?
No, everything looks nice. We're going, going up now.
They're
We got a
slowly
little
but surely,
crash, but we're
right?
going up now.
Just going up.
Perfect
Yep.
time. Perfect time.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Anyways, bye. Have a good weekend and stay warm and stay safe.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye.